Hey, hello, how do you do everyone? StarEZ here. Pressure's the talk for today, do I need to say more? So Pressure recently released their Raveyard Halloween event? Is it an event or is it a game mode? I'm not sure what to call it here. I'm just gonna call it an event for this video. This is gonna be a review on the Raveyard event. Basically what are my opinions on it, is it a good event, all of that stuff. So, is the Raveyard event good? Absolutely it is. Now obviously this is smaller than the actual game. There's only 50 rooms and like 3 monsters. Which I think kind of slightly harms the event considering this is Pressure, where the entire point of the game is like, oh, you're traveling through randomly generated rooms every single time with a chance to encounter different monsters. So what I would have preferred, even though I do like what we got, what I would have preferred is if we had basically keep the 50 floors, keep the 50 rooms, but give us new entities. We don't need like a rush for this, but just like give us something. Just give us something new that's not just, hey, for 19 rooms, you need to run from the bouncer. Okay, good job. Now you need to escape from this skeleton thing that follows you. Good job. Now you have to do Weeping Angels. Great. Amazing. Now back to bouncers. Like, that just feels a bit lazy, considering this is, again, Pressure. Like, have you seen how much it is in Pressure? However, I am willing to let it slide because it seems like they were they were trying to get this out before Halloween. Like, it's obvious from like when the trailer released and even in the document it said like, hey, this is almost done, we just need to finish a few more things. So, yeah. As for the aesthetic, I love the aesthetics of the frickin' Raveyard. Like, you go from the actual rave party in, like, this grave cemetery area to a sewers area where you have to run from the candle thing, which isn't that good, I'm gonna be honest, but I'll get to that in a second. And then we go to the catacombs, which, honestly, I think that's kind of good for this event. It's a well-structured, short, and you can get a few badges from it, including unlocking some new jumpsuits, which I think is pretty nice. A little permanent thing that shows like, hey, you did the event! As for the negatives of this event, like, as I said before, it's just, oh hey, it's Pressure, yet we don't really have a lot of enemies. The only thing I really have to complain about is this skeletal enemy. Because of how rooms are generated, you're either going to need to get really lucky with the upcoming rooms, or constantly run back again on platforms and then just hope the skeleton boy doesn't climb up to you. Like, it's pretty hard to explain, because it's just like, how the skeleton works is like, if you're standing on solid ground, he can't get to you. He'll only chase you if you're in the water, and he also turns turns slower. Does that make sense? He goes faster if he's looking straight at you, but if he needs to turn, he fumbles. So that does mean, theoretically, there's some cases where you can just, like, keep walking, and he won't be able to catch you. But there's other instances where it's just, like, if there's a room behind you where there is just a platform you can stand on, just go for that, you'll be safe. Okay, I guess I do have one more negative, and that is just how dark the catacombs are. The catacombs are extremely dark. If you don't have a flashlight on, you're not even gonna see anything in front of you. Like, I kind of wish there was a bit of, like, ambient light, like, oh hey, here's some blue candles here and there. That light the area-ish, but it's not going to stop the actual enemies. You're gonna need your flashlight for that. Because, like, the moments when you are shaking your flashlight, especially if you have a staircase you need to go up, there's a high likelihood you're gonna fumble, because you're gonna want to keep going forward to get out of range of all the enemies, but also just actually get charged on your flashlight, so you're just gonna shake in the darkness. Does that make sense? I don't know. So yeah, I think the event is really well made and really well done, so great job to the Pressure dev team. Y'all's work is amazing. As for if you should play this, absolutely, give it a try. I highly recommend you to, like, at least try out this new Pressure game mode event, whatever the frick you want to call it. It's probably only going to be here for a limited time, and it's just a fun experience. And also, it gives us a lot of us Deep Woken players something to do while we wait for the next Halt type to come out. But that's just coming from someone who plays Deep Woken. I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking, subscribing, sharing the video, doing all that jazz, because it helps out small content creators like me get my name out there. And that's about it for this review. Y'all have a good one. Peace.